What's up, YouTube? I wanted to do a quick video on something I saw on Facebook, and I don't think this is the first one, but it's the first one I heard of. Is there's a 18-year-old kid or 19-year-old kid that's suing Dick's Sporting Goods for age discrimination because they wouldn't sell him a long gun. Because in the United States, if you're 18 years old, you're allowed to buy long guns. Of course, you can't buy handguns, but long guns are fine. Um, And I thank God somebody actually did that. And I understand there's other lawsuits out there, separate ones in different states. I think this one was in Florida or something. Um, so all these gun advocates that want to lower the or raise the legal age to buy any gun um, should think about this, that if you're going to say that you're not allowed to have a constitutional right or use one of your constitutional rights until you're the age of 21, you obviously think that people are not mature enough at the age of 18 to purchase firearms, and you think they're more mature at 21. Well, with that in mind, then people would not be mature enough to make adult decisions. They would be considered teenagers. Uh, you know, so if the advocates for that or the government wants to raise that age limit to 21 and consider you an adult at 21 and not an adult until you're 21 and not able to make those adult decisions until then, they're going to have to change the voting age. So David Hogg, one of his little speeches was he was advocating for changing the age limit to 21 to purchase long guns. And he also made a statement that they would get that changed because um, there's a whole new group of voting high school kids turning 18 and a whole new group of voting people that would petition to vote that in. I would think that if the government decided to do that and not recognize you as an adult until you're 21, then they would have to recognize that you don't have voting rights until you're 21. You wouldn't have the right to join the military until you're 21. Um, Prisons would have to change their age to 21, so anybody 21 or younger than 21 would go to juvenile hall. They wouldn't go to prisons. I don't think that would be a good thing. And if you're not an adult until you're 21, then you can't get insurance. You can't get birth control without parents' permission. There's all kinds of downhill things that could happen if you're going to change. If they wish to change the constitutional right to age 21 until you're allowed to have that right, then voting is a constitutionally protected right. You would have to raise that to 21. Military, typically you got to be 18 to get in the military. You got to be 18 to buy your own birth control, make your own medical decisions. So something for them to think about is uh, the downside to that. Now the upside to that for us is, hey, we get to claim our kids on our taxes until they're 21, and our kids don't have to pay taxes until they're 21. So they're losing they would lose a lot of revenue, tax revenue from teens, pre-adults at that point. And if I would say that if the government does take that to heart and they do pass a law that says you're not allowed to have a constitutional right until you're 21, the pushback should be, all right, then you're not allowed any of these other rights until you're 21. Personally, I think at 18 you should be able to buy a handgun. My son, he couldn't buy it, but he had handguns when he was 16 years old. He's a very responsible adult, very responsible gun owner. And, you know, so it just irritated me last year when I was hearing all this shit and what Dix was going to do, not recognizing a adult's right to purchase a long gun when it's a federal right and a state right. And I'm glad to see the lawsuit for age discrimination. Hey, all these people want to cry discrimination and this and that. There's a way to fight back with that. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. We'll see you.